keep saying कि Umeed faces no consequences. भाई
What
पहली
consequences
बात
do you want her to face? First off,
this girl has faced so many consequences
what
that is not
what
even
consequences do you want her? What should she
हाँ
be facing consequences for
like
running away from the house because
हाँ
she's already married?
exactly, like she's already been in a bad situation, ठीक है, she's lying to escape that bad
Okay, let's
situation.
do
Why
this
do you
thing.
want
Let's talk about Umeed as like a person who's not selfish.
Umeed defense squad assemble?
Umeed defense squad. She's not selfish.
She's not
I know
selfish.
people compare her to Emma. A lot of people I've seen compare her to Emma. She's
Yeah.
not an Emma.
Hmm.
Emma's entire deal was that she was spoiled.
Yeah, exactly. And people looked up to her. And people looked up to her, look like, you know.
To her, and she went around playing matchmaker for everyone, and it blew up in everyone's faces. That is what Emma did.
Yeah.
Umeed isn't spoiled. Umeed is a rebel.
Yeah.
You know,
There's no one to back her up, by the way.
They
Like,
also
no one backs her up.
Geet, which again, Geet acts from a place of faith.
Yeah.
Like Geet's entire thing is maaf kari denge.
Huh.
You know, like even when she's running away from home, she has faith that her family will forgive her at the end of this. You know, like her character arc really happens that she feels so much guilt because what she wanted her life to be did not turn out. She thinks her family wouldn't forgive her. Like she doesn't have like, she will go home as like a loser.
Yeah.
And that is when she thinks her family won't forgive her.
Yeah.
You know, मैं उनको क्या मुंह दिखाऊंगी, मैं घर से भागी थी, मैंने क्या किया अपने साथ.
Yeah.
You know, and even then her family is celebrating when they come home, when she comes home.
Yeah.
Umeed doesn't come from that family. Umeed has
She
no
doesn't.
faith in them.
Umeed literally अपनी कश्तियां जला के भागी थी.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what do you want her to go through, yaar?
character. Like just because she's chirpy and bubbly and like she's not spoiled, she's not loved.
Also,
Umeed's entire the reason Umeed and Farjad work is because Farjad gives her that space that no one else does.
yeah.
You know, Umeed, यार मुझे नहीं पता if, because this is the third time we are having this conversation in like the past 6 hours. Listen to me. If you run away from your house because your family is zabardasti getting you married, if you have never faced rishta pressure, you do not get an opinion on this.
Exactly.
As a woman who's faced rishta pressure, everything's fair game.
Everything is fair game.
Everything's fair game in that situation.
You literally like are in a situation that is taking away every single bit of autonomy you have, and you want to be fair in that situation.
You know that thing where she's told कि वो मिलने आ रहे हैं, and when she's ready, she's told कि आज मंगनी हो जाएगी.
Yeah.
And she's like, आपने तो कहा था मिलने आ रही है, मंगनी कहाँ से आ गई बीच में?
हाँ, and like she was like almost giving in.
Hope you're on when you're in a rishta pressure situation.
Huh.
You say one to yes thing that is presumed to be yes to everything else.
Exactly. Like I said this before as well, कि like, you know, like if I have like any female like friend or like cousin or anything,
मौके पे मना करो.
मानना ही नहीं है, मिलने में भी नहीं मानना, नहीं मानना.
कोई बात नहीं करे.
क्योंकि सारा ड्रामा होता है कि सिर्फ मिलना है, ठीक है, क्योंकि एंड में फ्रेंड लड़के पे करता है, लड़के ने हाँ कही भाई आपकी भी हाँ होगी, क्योंकि आपने मिल लिया ना, आपका वो एक पूरा हो गया और रिपोर्ट नहीं चाहिए आपकी.
Point being, if a girl runs away from home because she's facing rishta pressure, which by the way, insane to me that they locked her inside the house and she's begging to be let out. And they're gloating about the fact that that won't happen. And बेटा इस बार तो तुम गई और ये हो गया और वो हो गया.
हाँ.
वो दीवार टाप के निकल गई. It is not her responsibility to think about the fact कि पीछे जो मेरी cousin है उसका क्या होगा.
हाँ, मतलब कोई सोच भी कैसे सकता है, right? Like that is not what you think.
No, think about this. When Geet ran away from home in Jab We Met, did anyone think in the movie, in the audience, any character, you when you were watching that film, कि ये रूप की शादी मंजीत से करा देंगे because वो तो भाग गई? नहीं सोचा था ना? Because it's an astronomically stupid thing to do. क्या कि एक बच्ची भाग गई है तो दूसरी की शादी करा?
It's ridiculous. Like
it's ridiculous.
It makes no sense.
They fully grown adults in that house made the call कि हमारी बेइज्जती होगी कि वो भाग गई है, तो हम दूसरी बेटी को वहां बिठा देते हैं.
Exactly.
एंड नॉट ओनली वो दूसरी बेटी को वहां बिठा देते, वो उस रिश्ते की वो हाँ कर देते, उसको
Also,
वहां बिठा के.
also by the way, like सबसे बड़ी चीज, the moment no one stood up for Umeed, that was when she owed them nothing. ठीक है,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
adult. ठीक है, I understand Haya and Samira are kids themselves. No
yeah,
adult in that house stood up
yeah,
for her. Why
yeah.
should she care about their name and their respect and their,
And
you know,
no,
feelings?
this is
You
what you
want
want,
them,
right? You want a girl जो किसी की इज्जत ना हो.
हाँ,
वो नहीं है,
exactly. Like,
वो नहीं है.
are we not all yelling at our screens when someone
So
acts
please,
like Haya
हाँ,
did, right? कि
yeah.
यार भाग से यार निकल लो, क्या है, क्या
You
खेलेंगे?
can't have an empowered woman
Yeah,
who has her shit together all the time.
yeah,
If you're demanding a flawed person, this is what flawed, messy, victim.
यार
I
मैं
don't know what consequences do you want a girl to face who ran away from her home because she didn't want to get married.
हाँ, like, and she, what other, by the way, she did face consequences. She was kicked out of her house and abandoned at the airport.
Yeah,
आपको
no,
उससे
no.
ज्यादा
उसके
क्या
बाद वो
चाहिए?
घर आ जाती है ना, वो तो she
हाँ,
face consequences for going
for
to the
that,
shop.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right. But जब वो घर आती है सब उससे नाराज होते हैं.
हाँ, कोई से
उसके
बात
साथ
नहीं
नहीं
कर
कर
रहा
रहा था.
होता. Yeah.
और क्या consequences होते हैं भाई इस चीज के? क्या चाहते हो, क्या हो उसके साथ?
And she knew it, right? She never like complains to that extent. She's like,
No,
हाँ
no.
मुझे पता था
She
ये
was
होगा, right?
upset. She was upset
She
that
was
like
upset and she's sad, right? But
she's
in a
sad.
like,
Also, like she says this to Haya. She's like तुम्हें नहीं करनी थी शादी. तुमसे किसने कहा था मेरी जगह वहां जाके बैठ जाओ? तुम्हें भी तो
exactly,
लड़ना चाहिए था ना अपने लिए.
exactly,
You can't have Umeed responsible for terrible decisions everyone else around her makes.
exactly.
Umeed is only responsible for her own terrible decisions.
Huh?
And of course, this is a rom-com, so of course she ends up in like Farjad's car. I
Yeah,
get that. Like that is the thing you need to give the genre. But even
yeah,
Farjad, in that moment, he leaves her there.
yeah,
Admittedly, because he thinks she's running away with the boy. So, like, he leaves her there because he doesn't want to get caught in the middle of it. He
yeah.
comes back because she has his phone.
Hmm.
He comes back to retrieve his phone. She sits in his car. वो जाके उसकी गाड़ी में खुद बैठ जाती है कि हम चाय पीते बात करते हैं. ठीक है. And there when she goes like कि पता नहीं वहां पे वो कोई और कहानी सुनाती है कि मेरा बाप मेरी जबरदस्ती शादी करा रहा है, अब जो भी
Hmm.
मतलब सौतीला है या जो भी वो कहानी सुनाती है. He hands her his wallet.
Yeah.
जिसके वॉलेट में जितने पैसे होते हैं उसको निकाल के दे देता है.
Huh.
क्या मुझे पहले बता देती.
Yeah. But like the first decent thing
Yeah,
someone does in that show.
she's thinking on her feet.
Huh.
Everything isn't falling into place, but of the 10 lies she tells, one hits.
Yeah.
That is how life is.
And this girl is she's just trying to survive. Like honestly, why don't people get this? She is not doing all
Yeah.
this for like, the
Like,
kicks.
I don't know what, like, like, there are so many people who are just like, she never learns from her mistakes. And I'm like,
What mistakes? Like this is not her mistake.
what mistake? Like,
Yeah.
the big mistake that Umeed makes during the show
Is
is
the
being
get rich
fiscally
quick.
irresponsible.
Yeah, and she learns from that, right?
And she
Also,
learns
by
from
the
that.
way, even the finale, by the way, and when she agrees to go on the game show, pehli baar she does not agree to go on the game show.
Yeah.
Like
Chachi
Chachi,
forces
like
her.
literally forces and drags her. ठीक है.
Yeah.
दूसरी बात है, before the Reena incident and like Farjad getting mad, she was like, she already said कि हाँ मैं नहीं जाऊंगी, right? Like जब हया कहती है तुम फिर सोच रही हो गेम शो का, she's like नहीं, not really, like this isn't a serious kind of thing that I'm saying. वो जब रीना वाली चीज पे गुस्सा होती है तब वो कहती है मैं आपसे पासेस मांगने आई थी, मुझे
Yeah.
पासेस चाहिए.
I mean,
Like
even
she
अगर वो
was
passes मांगने आई थी, it was not like a situation where she would have been adamant on it.
yeah,
You could have
it was
convinced
just
her
like
out of
देख
it.
लेते हैं. Yeah,
That is
and
when she was mad.
she's very like वो about it. Even with हया she's like देख लेते हैं, मैं मांग
Yeah,
लूंगी, देखते हैं,
yeah,
मैं फिर से कहती हूँ, देखती हूँ,
yeah.
right?
Like, the she doesn't really do anything for which she needs to face serious consequences. I don't know
Yeah,
what people want her to get punished for,
असल में
other than being fiscally irresponsible.
हाँ, which
What
was
does she
her
do?
like flaw like throughout, right? Like
She
that
lies
was
a
her flaw.
little bit. She tells like these little white lies that like Farjad also tells, that you
Huh?
tell, that I tell.
Yeah.
She
The
runs away
thing
from
is,
home because she doesn't want to get married. Fine.
the thing that I've realized is that when people say they want a flawed character, what they call flaws are quirks,
Yeah,
right? So they want a
yeah,
quirky character that doesn't do anything like that is morally wrong from a societal standpoint.
Yeah.
Right? So no lying, no being, no wanting anything yourself. ठीक है?
Yeah.
You're a bit
Yeah.
clumsy. You're a little clumsy. You're a little dumb. You don't understand things. Like a quirky kind of character आपको चाहिए.
What
Not
flaws do you
flawed.
want in a woman?
ये
That
flawed
character
नहीं.
never really.
ये flawed नहीं होता. ये quirky character
No,
होता है
I'll tell
भाई.
you what flaws they want. They want flaws that, like, for example, that are flaws in Kashaf. That she's overly
Yeah.
angry. She's
Yeah.
angry at the world.
Yeah.
She's mad at the world. That's a flaw. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
like
But her
Sajjal's
motivations
character,
are right.
Sajjal's character in like Kuch Ankahi.
Hmm.
That she's a little bit disgruntled.
Yeah.
Like that's a flaw.
Yeah.
Or like Zara's character in Tanhaiya,
Hmm.
where like she's ready to get married to this man because she needs to get that house back. That's
Yeah,
you
that's that. And those
want
are not
characters.
flaws.
You don't want flawed characters. You want women doing different things for the right motivations.
Exactly. The right motivations is the key thing.
The
You
right
cannot,
motivation is a key
women
thing.
cannot be selfish. Bhai,
Women
women can be selfish. Let us be
cannot
selfish.
want a better life for the sake of wanting a better life.
Huh.
There needs to be a moral reason as to why she
Huh.
wants it.
And
You
like
know,
people keep saying this,
Queen
oh, she
can't
should have
lie
earned
for the
more,
sake of lying.
like
She
she
should
should
lie.
focus on her education, huh?
Yeah, she should lie for a moral reason to lie.
For
There
a
needs to be
moral
a moral
reason.
reason for her to lie.
Oh, by the way, वैसे I still think Umeed has like a moral reason behind the money as well, because she keeps saying I want to spoil my family.
I mean,
Huh,
even
she
if
wants,
she doesn't. Even if what she
but she
wants
does.
is just a good life.
Huh, but she needs to be selfless. Like she
Yeah,
needs to not care about her
yeah.
face, her appearance, her wealth, her
Why
money,
doesn't she go to school, do this like properly? Like
and by
why
the way,
doesn't
like लोग किस दुनिया में रह रहे हैं, स्कूल में जाके कोई like गारंटी करोड़पति तो नहीं बन जाता यार.
they have
मतलब
all these things that like being rich for the sake of being rich will always be appreciated in a man as ambition.
yes,
You show it in
yeah,
a woman and somehow she's selfish.
yeah.
Like वो घर में हया की शादी के लिए contribute क्यों नहीं कर रही? If you are 20 years old and you have savings in your bank account and your father is alive
Yeah.
and he comes to you and goes like बेटा मेरी बेटी की शादी के पैसे दो, does that
You
make
would
sense?
be like, what are
Do you
you
understand?
talking
You're
about?
agreeing with Chachi, who's
Why
being
is parenthood going even? Like
selfish
literally.
and ridiculous in expecting me
Exactly.
to pay the bill for this.
And you are saying the same thing. Like, and Pasha Saab, as flawed as he is, says like when he overhears such, he's like, ये क्या बात हुई भाई? मैं
Yeah,
हूँ,
yeah,
मेरा काम है ये, मैं
yeah.
head हूँ family का. Why would this young girl give
Then
you money?
Umeed is taking out her cousin for शादी की shopping. तुम्हें जो चाहिए तुम ले लो.
Exactly. वो
She's
पूरा कराची घूमती है, आओ जान का एक पुराना like
खाने के लिए.
एक खास गरारा जो उनका था वो ढूंढने के लिए.
Yeah.
She gets a car for the family and a driver because she can't drive herself very much, and she gets like someone as a to help out
Because
Chachi out
Chachi
in the
keeps
house.
complaining.
Exactly.
वो तो घर के
और
वैसे भी
फिर
काम नहीं करती थी.
हाँ, और बिजली का बिल भी दे रही है यार.
बिजली का बिल वो दे रही है कि मतलब क्या कहते हैं एसी का बिल ज्यादा है तो बिजली का बिल वो देगी. मतलब और क्या करवा रहे हैं तुम लोगों ने उससे?
And the thing I think that also bothers people
If a
is
woman wins
even
money, she should give it all to her family. ठीक है? She shouldn't lie unless for the right reasons.
yeah.
She shouldn't like क्या कहते हैं run away from the house
When people say that
and
she
not
should,
feel bad about the fact कि पीछे उसके घर वालों ने उसकी cousin के साथ क्या
हाँ.
किया.
And like the thing is, people say she should face consequences, but what they're thinking is not consequences. They want to see her beaten down.
Punished. Yeah, they want to see her
Beaten down.
punished.
They want to see her cry and be like, "Oh no, I was wrong."
मुझसे गलती हो गई.
Because इसका बेचारी को like setbacks तो मिलते हैं, right? She gets kicked out of the house, she gets abandoned in the airport,
भाई
but
she
she
gets
still
abandoned in
picks
the
her
airport.
back
वो
up.
अपने दोस्त के घर जाके रहती है. वहां से फिर ज्यादा उसको 3 बार तो घर से निकलने को कहता है. एक बार उसको घर से निकाल देता है, फिर उसको वापस लेके आता है.
Exactly.
Like then
Even
she
that,
goes to her house. She's hiding from she's hiding it from the father कि वो उस घर में रह रही है. It is after so long that her family finally goes like अच्छा बस हो गया ना, रहने दे उसको घर में. Her
हाँ,
father doesn't
and
talk to
like
her.
even doesn't talk to her, literally tells her to like दफा हो जाओ मेरे आगे से, when she
Yeah.
literally brings him
Second
मिठाई.
time around also he tries to kick her out of the house when Sameer is going
हाँ,
like इसको क्यों निकाल
हाँ,
रहे हैं घर से. He's like खाला के यहाँ चली
हाँ,
जाएगी. And he's like खाला
हाँ,
नहीं है. You know.
हाँ,
She regularly gets kicked. She gets kicked out of the house so much it's like a common understanding कि ये खाला क्यों जा रही होगी.
हाँ. And like even like smaller things, right? Like that heartbreak in her eyes when Nico auntie says, "मुझे मामा ना
हाँ,
बोला करो दोबारा,"
मामा ना
right?
बोला करो।
This girl is getting kicked down so many times. It's just that she knows how to pick herself back
Stand
up
back
that
up.
people
Yeah,
don't
that's
like.
it. Yeah, like I mean,
What this is, she's not
Chachi is
learning. It
terrible to
just
her.
means she doesn't let it get to her.
Chachi is terrible to her. You know, like she knows Chachi's love is unconditional.
Yeah.
सही है. Like she's getting like क्या कहते हैं like unwanted attention from AK.
Hmm.
राइट. उसकी जबरदस्ती वलीद से मंगनी का शादी करा देते हैं, वो शादी नहीं, वो जो मतलब वो हया की प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने जाती है, खुद
Yeah.
उसमें फंस जाती है.
Hmm.
डज नॉट रैट हया आउट, डज नॉट
Yeah.
से कि इसको करनी है इससे शादी, मैं तो से कहने गई थी कि भाई शादी करो
And
इससे.
no one points out how like Haya literally like ran away, right?
या
And that was a very, I think,
नॉर्मल थिंग
understandable
टू डू
moment.
अगेन.
Yeah, as around, but if Umeed had done that, she would have been crucified.
या उसकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि वो चाय खुद नहीं बनाती और वो घर के काम नहीं करती, और क्या कहते हैं लाइक व्हाट डू यू वांट हर टू फेस कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस फॉर, लाइक आई डोंट गेट इट.
We have talked about this very at length, but हम इसे थोड़ा summarize करके कह सकते हैं. We have also like reached the वो के भाई चाय different लोग बनाते हैं घर में, ठीक है? Like please, this is not a thing. Like there is a designated chai maker in every house.
फरजाद की कॉफी भी फरजाद खुद नहीं बनाता. None of you have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But for some reason उम्मीद की चाय उम्मीद को बनानी चाहिए.
And it's an age thing as well. भाई मैंने चाय बनाई हुई अपने बड़ों के लिए, मैंने अपने छोटों से चाय बनवाई हुई, यही होता
हाँ,
है. Some people hate chai, some people
that's what I'm
hate
saying,
making it, some
right?
people
Like
like.
people want a flawed female character, but that flawed female character needs to have moralistic reasons to do
Also,
everything.
Umeed's flaw is कि she's lazy. उसका नहीं
Yeah,
दिल करता काम करने को, और वो क्यों ये सारे चीजें कर रही है?
which
She's
again,
lazy.
वो talk to a 20-year-old girl. मेरा भी काम
But
नहीं करता, मेरा भी दिल नहीं करता था यार घर के काम करने का. तुम लोग किस दुनिया में रह रहे हो?
Also please, like जितने लोग कंप्लेन कर रहे हैं ना, मैं बैठ कर सकती हूँ, आधे लोग अपनी चाय खुद नहीं बनाते. चाय बनाना बहुत खप का काम होता है.
Yeah, also no, just like were you like actively cooking in the house when you were 20 years old? Were you like Haya when you were 20?
No, like that's saying right. Not
I
that
never
much.
volunteered to do housework.
Never.
I'm not a bad person, I just didn't like doing it.
Yeah. और मेरा तो है, मेरी सुस्ती है इशू भाई. I am lazy. I'm too lazy to do this stuff.
Yeah, so I
And
don't
that's
get it.
fine.
I don't think Umeed really does anything that requires her to face consequences.
Yeah.
But for some reason, people
बल्कि
don't.
arguably the bad things that happened to her बेचारी का कसूर भी नहीं होता. Like she didn't like, how she says कि like मेरे साथ बस चीजें हो जाती हैं, मैं कुछ नहीं करती. She's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, sure, she does stupid things like she thinks
Yeah.
Farjad is messaging her. The primary kind of victim of Umeed's nonsense is Farjad.
Is actually the person who ends up forgiving her the most.
Who ends up falling in love with her. Like,
Yeah.
no one suffers because of like Umeed's nonsense other than
And
Fajad.
a lot of it has to do with the fact that she isn't scared of him, right? So she says does all these stupid things around him because like Pasha साहब के around तो नहीं वो ये करेगी ना, because she's terrified of him.
Yeah, also, again, I still don't understand what Umeed does that needs consequences. Having said that, and why this is an Umeed defense squad, because this really is. I will go to war for that girl. Like,
Ah,
you have a 20-year-old being a 20-year-old, and somehow, I don't know why you were like, no, but this is not flawed enough for us, I guess. मुझे नहीं पता what flaws. These are the most innocent flaws a woman can have.
literally, especially
I
a
don't
young
know
girl.
what other flaws you want in a girl. Like,
हाँ,
the
उसके
flaws
ज्यादा it only gets
have to
more
be,
further flaws from here,
yeah, the flaws have to be like, matlab, she's mad at the world because she's a feminist. No.
which is true. We are mad at the world, but
Sure, but that's not the only flaw a woman could have, right?
exactly, yeah.
Enough.
And also, we can smile,
We can
guys.
smile.
Young girls who are done wrong by the world can smile, have
My
fun.
family treated me the way Umeed's family treated her. मेरे बैंक अकाउंट में 2 करोड़ रुपए आते, मैंने पलट के देखना नहीं था.
हाँ, मैं तो कहती हूँ भाई वो तो लाइक मेरा घर है, मैं ऐसे लोगों
She
तो
looks
मैं तो
at
आपके साथ.
कि अबू जब
हाँ,
मेरे पास पैसे आ जाएंगे ना, मैं भाग जाऊंगी यहाँ से.
and Chachi knows that she has treated Umeed badly enough. She
Yeah,
and Pasha साहब especially that she lives in fear of the moment कि उम्मीद वाकई ये कर लेगी.
yeah,
और उस बेचारे के पैसे बचने ही थे अगर वो ये कर लेती.
yeah.